welcome back to INSSA Korea, where we'll learn real life Korean and explore on more tips to improve your Korean. I'm Sohee from Hong Kong, an online Korean teacher, and I'm married to a Korean. So you want to learn Korean by yourself? And you have searched on Google and everywhere on the internet on how to do exactly this. Where to start? What and how to study Korean? Especially for free. So you're studying on your own. So what do you need? Of course you will need a dictionary. So let me try to find this word. 가수. Where's it? Come on. You're not trying to flip around your dictionary like this, right? Go over on this online dictionary called 한국어 기초 사전. Let's try searching 사전 here. It will explain you the word's definition with Korean. And you can also see how this word is being used in other contexts. You can also choose other languages like English. You can see its definition,
사전,
pronunciation, idioms, proverbs, and its usage examples. Hey, what are you doing? You are not trying to use these type of flashcards, right? To make flashcards without wasting your paper, I recommend you to go on Memrise. On Memrise, there are a lot of pre-made flashcards. From beginner, where you can start learning from alphabets, in Korean 1, and they have Korean 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and other flashcards for you to remember the most common Korean words, and words for a topic exam, pronunciation, basic verbs, grammar and use, to intermediate level, slangs, learn Korean for K-pop, or tackle the intermediate level topic exam, and other types of Korean till the advanced level. So when you choose one to click inside, for example Korean 2, you can see the different sets of flashcards on different topics. In the flashcards, you can see both the Korean and English translation. There may be some phrases and words, so you have a better context of how to use these words. Most of all, you can get different words used on the same topic, so it will really help your brain to remember them. And they even pronounce it for you.
쇼핑하고 싶어요.
쇼핑하고 싶어요.
쇼핑하고 싶어요.
By listening to it repeatedly, you are planting the seed of this vocabulary into your brain. For students who learn better by reading text or want the detailed explanation of things, I recommend you this website called How to Study Korean. With this website, I actually think that it looks like another dictionary, but with comprehensive grammar. It's available for total beginners who are learning how to read to those who are already in upward advanced level. And it's structured in a very organized way, with different lessons and tests. So you can learn about different grammatical principles here and see how they are being used. In addition to the grammar part, you can also find vocabularies available here. And you can click over to play for it to pronounce.
억양,
which is very helpful. And for the verbs, they even have the part where you can conjugate them. You can see how they will be changed with different grammar, and if you forget, you can always go back to the related lessons. And you can do the same with adjectives. And you can even integrate it with Memrise. So that's how you can get and learn these words on flashcards. Want to learn from authentic content? You can try out LinkU. LinkU is a vast library of graded, relevant, and authentic content.
It's a super efficient system that focuses on the input first and the output later. You can save down your own lessons and vocabularies that you don't know, see the definitions and in phrases how they are being used, and they will keep reminding you the same word, so you can review them until you remember them. Save down your favorite recordings to your playlist, or importing them from other sources. Okay, let's import this news of BTS, where you get the whole transcript in Korean. You can check out the definition if you're on a paid plan, but you can always use the online dictionary that I've mentioned before. Other than Korean, there are a lot of languages available to learn, as the founder is a polyglot himself. If you're a data-driven person, you'll like this part, where you can track your learning progress. So you know how many words that you know. If you want the full translation, you can click here, full text, for better understanding.
하나. 안녕하세요. 잘 지내시나요? 안녕하세요. 잘 지내시나요? 링크에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Are you making silly mistakes a lot?
If you are, this Korean spelling checker will help you a lot. It's called the 한국어 맞춤법 문법 검사기. And I'm deliberately making some mistakes here to see how it helps me to correct it. Press the blue button, 검사하기, to check. So they check over the spelling and the space bar and also other grammar mistakes. And if you look on the right hand side, they even explained the reason why they're correcting you in this way. It's like having your own Korean teacher checking your Korean writings.
Hi, how are you doing? Feel like I haven't been seeing you for a long time. 한국어로 말해주세요. Talk to me in Korean.
So Talk to Me in Korean is famous for learning Korean, but their courses, workbooks, and other learning materials are priced. But I have to say they are very organized and with different topics available, like pronunciation and phrases. But do you know that you can still find free content from there? They have this channel called Talk to Me in 100% Korean, where you can practice your listening.
안녕하세요. 여러분은 지금 톡투미 인 코리안의 비빔챗을 듣고 계십니다.
These are natural conversations between natives, and I sometimes also use these to train listening skills with my students as well. In my class, I will then discuss on the topic by making use of the newly learned Korean, which is a very effective and fun way to learn.
Apple Podcast.
So actually, you can also find Talk to Me in Korean's channel on this Apple Podcast. But there are also other channels that are worth checking out. So you can listen to different conversation styles and have different ways to learn Korean.
Cartoons.
To learn Korean in a fun way, I always recommend watching cartoons because they are made up of short, interesting episodes with storyline, natural conversations with plot. And I personally recommend the We Bare Bears, since the Korean version has a lot of Korean references.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Oh, a new episode from Naver Webtoon.
To improve your reading skills, I recommend Webtoon, where there are a lot of categories for you to choose from. If you like to read comics, I recommend you the Yumi and Sepolder, which was previously filmed as a Korean drama. It's a very fun and romantic drama that I've personally enjoyed. You can expect to learn some colloquial Korean phrases and informal speech forms, etc. I hope the Yumi's sales can help you learn Korean.
Last but not the least, this channel. like, subscribe.
INSSA Korea was created because I really want to create an environment for students to learn real-life Korean. And you can also get a study package for free on our website. It includes some site with flashcards, some writing worksheets, Korean learning planner, and slang words. And you can also register for a free workshop where I'll introduce you to the basics of Korean and the background of the language. And how to make learning Korean a habit? Binge watch our videos.
To get access to the mentioned learning resources, do check out this free PDF here on my top 10 picks of the free Korean self-learning resources. And if you need a plan to keep track of your Korean study, do check out the video here with a bonus free study pack to guide you. See you there. Bye!